Okay, so let's dive in. Think back maybe to when you first started learning to code.
Oh, yeah. Staring at that documentation.
Exactly. It feels like a different language sometimes. And you're wrestling with bugs, just wishing someone could, just tell you the answer.
Right. That magic guru moment.
But what if that guru isn't actually a person? What if it's AI?
It's interesting, isn't it, how the whole AI conversation and development is shifting? I mean, we've talked a lot about generating code, fixing bugs.
Yeah, the usual suspects.
But the sources we looked at for this deep dive, they're pointing somewhere else, somewhere potentially, well, bigger. AI fundamentally changing how developers actually learn.
Totally. So that's our mission for this deep dive, right? To really get into how AI is opening up these new ways to learn for developers. Doesn't matter if you're writing your first Hello World or, you're experienced in trying to get up to speed on the latest thing.
And one of the biggest ways this is happening is through these personalized learning platforms.
Okay, so not just your standard online course collection.
No, it's way beyond that. The key difference is, well, how they adapt to you.
So it's less like a textbook and more like a mentor who figures out how you code,
Yeah.
your specific style.
Exactly. These platforms can actually track things like, what kind of syntax errors you make
Excellent.
often, or how long it takes you to solve certain problems, even like how you name your variables.
Wow, okay. That granular.
Yeah. And they use all that data to build a learning path that's really focused on what you need and where you want to go.
That makes sense because everyone learns differently, right, at different speeds.
Precisely. And these AI systems, they can pull together the right content for you, articles, videos, those interactive coding bits, whatever works best. And crucially, the feedback is personalized, not just error on line 50.
Right, something you can actually use. It's like the learning experience actually grows with you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so shifting gears a bit, code review, we all know it's essential, can sometimes be a bit of a grind, though.
Definitely. And AI is stepping in there too. But again, it's more about enhancing the process, not just replacing the human element.
How so? Like beyond just checking syntax.
Yeah, think of it like a really, really smart static analysis tool. It's been trained on tons of code, so it doesn't just spot typos. It can pick up on subtle logic mistakes, maybe potential security holes, things based on patterns it's learned.
Okay, so for the developer writing the code, what's the win?
Well, you can kind of offload that first pass, the tedious stuff, let the AI handle that so you can focus your brain power on the trickier design parts, the architecture.
And you presumably get a more thorough review overall. Better code quality at the end.
That's the goal. More robust, more reliable software.
And faster, I imagine, which everyone wants these days.
Absolutely. Speed and quality. That's the pressure point AI code review helps with. It's a pretty big deal for keeping projects moving.
Okay, let's talk about the skills gap. This comes up all the time in tech.
It's a constant challenge, isn't it? Demand for developers keeps going up, but finding people with the right up-to-date skills.
Yeah, and traditional courses, universities,
Yeah.
they sometimes struggle to keep pace with how fast tech changes.
Right. So the big question is, how do we get people skilled up effectively and efficiently?
And that's where AI learning platforms come back in.
Exactly. They offer a way to do this that's, well, accessible and hopefully more effective because it's tailored. You can learn those really in-demand skills.
Like machine learning, data science, cloud stuff.
All of those. And the good platforms have these interactive environments, right? So you're not just reading, you're actually doing coding, getting that personalized feedback we talked about.
Some even do mock interviews, I read.
Yeah, trying to bridge that gap between learning and actually landing the job, making you ready for the real deal.
Okay, this is fascinating.
Mm.
Some AI systems apparently analyze the job market itself in real time.
Imagine a platform that's constantly scanning job ads, figuring out exactly what skills companies are actually hiring for right now.
Okay, wait, so the job market analysis feeds back into the course content.
That's the really clever part. The curriculum isn't static. It adapts based on that real-time demand.
So you're less likely to waste time learning something that's, on its way out.
Hopefully, you're focusing on what employers are actively looking for. It creates this feedback loop.
Which helps individuals, obviously, aiming for jobs.
Yeah.
But it helps companies too, right? Finding the talent they need.
Exactly. It's trying to make the whole learning ecosystem much more responsive to actual industry needs.
Okay, so beyond the structured courses and the job market stuff, what about just being stuck? You're coding, you hit a wall, you just need a quick pointer.
The AI tutor or mentor concept.
Right. Is that really a thing yet?
Well, it's definitely still developing, early stages, maybe, but the potential is huge. Think about having a virtual AI mentor available 24/7.
To answer your specific coding questions, give you guidance when you're stuck.
Yeah, whenever you need it. That's the promise.
Like having that personal coding coach, but always on call.
hmm And the big difference compared to, say, a human mentor, whose time is obviously limited, is scale. An AI tutor could potentially offer that individualized feedback, adapt to how you learn, but do it for tons of people simultaneously.
Okay, but we need to be realistic too, right? There must be challenges, considerations here.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, first off, accuracy. Are these AI-generated learning materials actually correct, and are they biased in some way? That's crucial.
Yeah, you don't want AI teaching bad habits or, worse, discriminatory patterns it picked up from his training data.
Exactly. And then, how do we even know if these platforms work? We need ways to evaluate their effectiveness properly.
Trust is a big one too, isn't it? Understanding at least a bit how these AI models are making their decisions. Transparency.
Definitely. Building that trust is key. If this is going to be adopted responsibly and widely, ethical concerns are real.
So looking at all this, personalized learning, smarter code reviews, bridging the skills gap, these potential AI mentors, it really feels like AI is becoming baked into developer education.
It seems kind of inevitable, doesn't it? The advantages, they're pretty compelling when you lay them out.
Yeah. And it feels like it's pushing beyond just learning specific technical skills, like a new framework or language.
How do you mean?
Well, it feels like it's more about enabling you, the developer, to become a better learner overall, more adaptable, better at solving problems as tech keeps changing.
That's a great point. It's about fostering that lifelong learning mindset, which is so critical in this field, becoming more innovative because you have these powerful tools supporting your growth.
Right.
So maybe this leaves you with a final thought to chew on. As AI keeps evolving, keeps getting woven deeper into how software gets made, how might your own approach to learning, to staying current, need to change? How will you leverage these kinds of tools we've talked about to really thrive in what's coming next? Something to think about for your own journey.